Let's talk about this new tablet from Apple, this iPad. Just got released today. I don't know what to think of it. I actually am kind of disappointed in it because it's just an oversized iPhone. Like, I already have an iPhone. Why would I just need a bigger one? Maybe it's for the people that don't have iPhones, but the only thing that this thing does so far that I've seen that an iPhone can't do is it runs, what's it called? iWork, which that means that it'll be able to do PowerPoint and word processing, which is fine. You know, that's great. But what the heck? People are honking at everybody. It was a big truck just honked for no reason. Ugh. So, anywhoozle. Sorry, I had to get through that intersection. It was getting a little bit hairy. But, anywho, it runs iWork, which means I'll be able to do word processing, but it doesn't have a keyboard. You have to buy the keyboard extra, and I can't use the phone on it. Like, I'm sure that it has a keyboard as far as touchscreen goes, but it doesn't have like a keyboard that you can sit down at and actually do word processing on. But it doesn't have a phone, so all of that stuff I can do on my iPhone. I don't know. I don't get it yet. And I'm a big proponent of Mac. Well, not huge, but I mean, I have an iPhone and I have an iMac, so I like them, and I think they make good products. I'm just not sure about this iPad. Help me out. Here's another random question for you guys on a totally different note. Why do people buy full-size scooters? Like, why don't you just drive a motorcycle? So I just got done going through all of Apple's information about this iPad on their website. Oh, almost dropped you guys. And I still don't see anything that makes it worth the, what is it, like $400 for the lowest one that they're asking for. Yeah, $400 for the Wi-Fi 16 gig. So what's the point behind it? Why should I buy it? Huh? Answer me this, Apple. If I wanted a book reader, an ebook reader, I would go out and get a Kindle for half the price. Here's something else that kind of bothered me about it, is it didn't come with an iSight camera. Like, it has no webcam on it, which I think is weird for Apple, especially because everything has an iSight camera in it. And I feel like that would be the one thing that would make this different than the iPhone. Like, the iPhone has a camera on it. This doesn't. Well, maybe they should make one with a camera on the front and the back. That would set it apart. That would make it different. That would make it better. And you can change the background, but I have a feeling that now that this is out, you're going to be able to change the background on the iPhone. Like, look at this. You can put your own picture on it, but I can't do that on the iPhone, so I'm assuming, and, you know, you never know, that now that this is out, you're going to be able to change your background on the iPhone. We'll see. I just got out of the shower, sorry. Today is going to be a lazy day of me complaining about this iPod, because I gotta admit, iPad, not iPod, I'm sorry, iPad, I am so disappointed. Like, I mean, there are a few things that are great, or not even great, that are good. But here's what could have made the iPad even better. Seriously, give me a USB port. Don't give me something that I can plug into the bottom of it, and that gives me a USB port. Give me a stinking USB port. Every darn computer out there has them. If you're going to give me a tablet, PC, computer, give me a USB port on it. If you're going to give me an oversized iPhone, put a camera in it just like the iPhone. Every darn Apple computer that has ever been made since, I don't know, a few years ago at least, has this stupid iSight camera on it. Give me a camera in the iPad. Seriously, Apple? The world has evolved to 1080p. Not 720. Everybody wants 1080p now. YouTube, I can watch videos on YouTube in 1080p. Why would you give me a little tablet that's in 720? Let alone not even give me a way to transmit that 720 out to my TV. Just make it so that it only puts out in 480? Thanks, guys. I'm sure this might happen later on down the road, but give me iLife. Look at this. You can't tell me that it would be so much cooler to do this. This is really hard to do. Come on. I guess my biggest complaint is that it's not enough computer-like and too much like the iPhone. I already have an iPhone. I don't need a larger version of one. I think maybe in the future, Apple, if you're watching, you guys should maybe kind of try to step a little bit away from the iPhone. Go more into the computer realm and a little bit like the iPhone with the touchscreen and everything, because there's so many possibilities with touchscreen. It's not even funny. While we're on the subject of, since I got your attention, Apple, all of the other phone companies that are coming out with smartphones, at least Google and, well, I guess just Google, like the Droid phones and the Nexus 1, all use the microphone to do noise canceling, both in call and when you're watching a movie or something like that. So I could be watching a movie on a phone on your iPhone, on the plane. I'm sorry, I could be watching a movie on a plane on your iPhone and have the microphone in my headset cancel out the airplane noise, and I am perfectly in tune with my movie. I don't think this is too much to ask. It seems like if they can fit that kind of technology into a little tiny set of earbuds, you guys could put it into this ridiculous computer thing. Now, there are a few things that I will admit are pretty awesome about the iPad. I like that I can get 3G on it, and that it's cheap, it's month to month. I really like the 10-hour battery time for watching videos, so that means that I could watch on a long flight or on a long travel, I could watch, what, maybe like 3 movies? Maybe 4, if I get short movies. I like the way that I can change pages on the e-reader, or the book reader, e-reader, whatever you want to call it. And I like that I can buy books right then and there to read. And I like that you guys have accessibility in there where it'll read what's on the page to me. Thus, I never have to buy an audiobook ever again. On a side note, Jen just saw this iPad and she said, "Oh, why didn't they just call it Mega iPhone?" Because that's what it is. So, the iPad, 64 gigs for $6.99. Just on Wi-Fi, no 3G coverage. You add the 3G option to it, $8.29. $6.99, and then if you wanted to, you pay an extra $200. You get a 13-inch MacBook. Why wouldn't you do that? You get full functionality. You get a disk drive. You get 2 USB ports. You get the option of plugging it in. You get a longer battery life. You can watch movies on it. You get better resolution. It's only $200 more. And the screen's bigger. All it does is it's not touchscreen. So you're willing to give up all that stuff for touchscreen. I'm not. Not yet, Apple. You haven't won me over yet. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and now it's time to pay the price. Check that. Now it's time for Apple to pay the price. Jerks.